In our first week of Management 404, we discussed strategy and why it is essential. So, what is strategy? A strategy is an explanation of how an organization will achieve superior performance while faced against the competition. Companies need strategic plans mainly to achieve a competitive advantage. Strategic competitions are necessary to choose paths different from those of their competitors. However, strategic competitions are not focused on beating their competitors, but maximizing and earning profits within the company. There are two ways mentioned in our lecture about how to think about unique business strategies. The two concepts focus on differentiation and cost management. Differentiation means a company's plans should perform different activities or similar activities but in unique ways and drive up customer satisfaction and adhere to customers' preferences. Cost management in company strategies means performing similar activities more effectively and efficiently than competitors and driving positive cash flow into the business. A great example of strategic planning can be identified when comparing between companies Apple and Android. Both companies promote a smartphone, but each phone and each promotion strategy is different from one another. An example of product differentiation between the two companies would be that Apple uses Safari as a web browser, and while Android uses Google Chrome.
On the other hand, a great example of cost management can be identified in different streaming platforms. Examples of these platforms are Apple Music, Spotify, and Pandora. These platforms all stream music and have apps. They all do the same thing with the same music, but their pricing is different. There will always be one competitor outperforming the other, but does not mean their strategy is not working. It may not be the best across the board, but it's working for them as a company. Some individuals may not understand why companies need strategic plans to run their business. Therefore, why is strategic planning necessary? Strategic planning is more than just a plan to achieve superior performance. It involves all other plans, budgets, and programs that come from the company. Strategic planning components include sales and marketing programs, the number of employees they employ, and where a business will be located. When companies have things go wrong or a business grows and new products or machinery need to be added, this is also part of strategic planning. These examples highlight that many parts of a company, if not everything, falls under a company's strategies. Although strategic planning is not completely necessary, it is highly recommended. Unique business strategy sizably improves the chance of success. So what is success? Let us briefly define it, as it was in our lecture. Success is the sustainability of profits earned through the activities performed by the business.
Though strategies seem like the best thing for a business, some do fail. Some companies fail at strategic planning because they try to use operational effectiveness rather than strategic positioning. Operational effectiveness is when two or more companies have the same idea but want to be the first to do it. One interpretation of operational effectiveness could mean that companies care more about being the best and doing things first rather than their products and customer satisfaction. An example of this would be when makeup companies such as Mary Kay, Unique, and L'Oreal make a new product and end up having to discontinue it or stop selling it because something is wrong with it, people dislike it, or they're just not buying it. They do not take the time to make the new product and want to get something out first before their competitors do, so it just doesn't work out. Anyone who tries to be first will likely be the one to have issues with their product because they don't take the time that they should to make it. Since operational effectiveness does not work, it is not considered a strategy. However, some companies do believe it is one path to success. On the other hand, strategic positioning, it is beneficial for businesses for success. We can think of an example of this within the fast food industry. McDonald's, Burger King, and Chick-fil-A all have chicken nuggets and fries. However, each fry is different. Chick-fil-A is famous for their waffle fries, while Burger King and McDonald's have a typical straight fry. Chick-fil-A has a competitive advantage in their strategic positioning by having their fries be different from any.
In conclusion, strategy is very critical to a successful business. A critical factor in excellent strategical plan is to remember that a business entity is choosing what to do and what not to do in the business. For example, companies such as Netflix and Hulu have to decide what movies and TV shows to stream and also ones not to stream as well. Reason companies like Netflix and Hulu may choose not to stream something because it may not be entertaining, they do not like the plot, or it may fall into a category that is typically unwatched. When a new venture creation is established, it must have goals and a vision of where they see the company going. For these goals and visions to be met, a business needs a plan to get there. This is where strategy comes into play. In reality, strategy begins before an idea is even a business because individuals must plan and decide what they want to sell and if they want to invest their resources to become a business. If you want to go on a trip, we plan where we want to go, why we want to go there, and how we'll get there. And then we also plan what to do upon arrival. The same thing applies to a business. We establish where we want our business to go, the purpose for the endeavor, how we'll achieve the business goals, and what we'll do with our business when we get there. Our strategy is to have a successful business while being different from our competitors to drive customers to prefer our products.